So an internal to me could also be a suspect or victim in the workplace. And what does that mean? Suspect or workplace, or suspect or victim in the workplace? Well, it's easy. A victim in the workplace could be somebody who is being bullied, somebody who is hurting themselves, or let's say a cashier who's been on the register for 5+ hours. Victim. And to remind you, if you don't already know, that is absolutely one of the things that I hate the most. Hands down. When I come in for a shift and I'm looking who is all on the register, 2 hours go by. I done took my first 15. They still on the register. The same register. Okay, cool. 4, 5 hours go by. I done took my lunch or another break, and they are still on the same register. Let's say I took a lunch, hour-long lunch. I come back, they are still on the register. Now at this point, with Walmart, I think it's what, 5, 6 hours. Um, they kick you off automatically. Go take a break. 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? At least the very minimum. Let me tell y'all something like this. In this role, you have the authority to take that associate off the register, because that is one of the things that I am not playing with. Um, when I was at Target, I remember it was a Sunday, and at this time, I lived an hour and a half away from the store, and I woke up a little late. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hurry up and rush and get to the store because I know it's going to be busy. It's Sunday. It is always busy on the weekends. You feel me? So I'm trying to hurry up and get there. So I finally get there. And as I'm pulling up, I see another cashier. She's pulling in too. She late. I could just tell. We both rushing in the store. We hurry up. We clock in. Boom. Right? I take my first break. She's still there. Same register. I take my lunch. She's still there. I come back. She's still there. I get pissed off. I go holler at one of the team leads at the front. I'm like, hey, me and this associate got here at the same time, 1 o'clock. Why is she still on the register? Oh, well, we was backed up. It was really toxic today. We had a lot of call-ins today. Well, whatever the case may be, I don't care what the problem is. Y'all need to give her a break. She need to get off the register right now. Right now. You know what I'm saying? She been complaining about her feet. She talking about she need a break. Ain't nobody came and relieved her. Get her off the register. That is not her problem. That is y'all's problem. And y'all making it her problem. Get her ass off the register right now. Or it's gonna be some problems. It's gonna be some problems. And I know y'all don't want the smoke over here. Let's make it happen. They got her ass off the register and gave her a lunch. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means to really do this job and use your authority. You know what I'm saying? To help others. Cause that's some bullshit. Anybody in retail know, I don't care what store you work for. If y'all have um heavy foot traffic, you know all bodies need to be at the front. Now when it comes to Target, usually when they get backed up, anybody that is, trained on the register, come. We need y'all to the front. You work in electronics, you work in the back, you work on the sales floor associate or on the sales floor, soft lines, hard lines. You work in the grocery dry department, dairy. I don't give a fuck where you work. Come to the front. We need your help. You know what I'm saying? I give them that. But on this day, they wasn't about it. They didn't have enough coverage, which I didn't give a damn about because if you sitting here screaming and hollering at everybody, then that means you need to get your ass on the register and help too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not with all that. You know what I mean? Like, um, it's bad enough we already being underpaid. You know what I'm saying? And then now you gonna overwork the associate? Nah, hell no. So that's what a victim is internally in the workplace. A suspect in the workplace. One or two things. Oh, and also, A suspect. A suspect can be a thief or a bully. Thief or bully. It could be anybody. It could be an hourly associate to management. You know what I'm saying? It can be anybody when it comes to an internal being a suspect. Um, Now a contractor could also be a suspect. I gotta add that in there because there's been times where contractors have stolen merchandise thinking they slick. It happens a lot during remodels. And then you got your regular contractors that come in, your Frito Lay, your Pepsi, Coca Cola. You know what I'm saying? And you got to make sure that they good. So they can become suspects as well. You know, over time you might watch them, and then out of the blue one day you might say, okay, they done did good business. I done watched them long enough. I'm gonna start watching them, and then they finally hit you. Or it could be vice versa. You don't think that they've done nothing because they always on time. They always do the job. You know what I'm saying? They in and out until one day you get a hunch. You get a hunch out of nowhere. I'm gonna just watch this person, see what's up, and boom, you see them sticking something in their pocket, sticking something in their backpack, taking something to the car. You know what I mean? And so now you got to think, well, damn, how long have they been getting away with this shit? For as long as you have not been watching them. That's for how long? That's for how long? Because shit, when you started, they was still working there. They was working there where you started. So did nobody tell you nothing about them? Did nobody put you on game about them? Did nobody say, hey, you should, watch this contractor? I think so and so's up to something. This contractor know, hey, look, I'm gonna just go in here. I'm going through the back door. Go get this bread. Go get this pop, soda, whatever. Stock it on the shelf, and I'm gone. See, that's the thing. Y'all think because these contractors, they come in, they do good business, they set up these features that they shouldn't be watched. No, y'all niggas will be watched. Everybody that is walking in here, rolling in here, limping in here will be watched. I don't give a fuck who it is. Excuse the language. I've been trying to make the content a little bit more clean. You know what I'm saying? But I just got too much passion for this. You know what I'm saying? Too much passion for the BS. You know what I mean? So when it comes to these internals, they can be victims or suspects. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to, these internals being the victim, sometimes, the company, they don't care. They don't care. If they feel like it's a liability issue, they will get rid of them. They won't. They would rather get rid of somebody they could help rather than help them. Give them resources. You know, for example, if you went and told the manager today, I was like, man, look, man, I've been having thoughts on, hurting myself or other people or doing this or doing that. Man, they're gonna take all of that information in. They're gonna go have a conversation with the other management team, and it's all gonna result into that associate losing their damn job. Period. They feel like, oh, you a safety hazard. Yeah, we gotta worry about you now. You're a liability. You're a liability. That's how they gonna feel. They ain't gonna give a fuck about none of that. When they let you go, they gonna make it seem like they care about you, and this is for the best interest of yourself and everybody involved. Damn all that. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna get rid of them, and I think that's BS. Because if it ain't, if it wasn't for the employees, these corporations wouldn't be as big as they are. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me talking from experience. You know what I mean? You know how many pieces of merchandise I have unloaded for Walmart as an unloader? Millions. Millions of pieces for these niggas, man. Millions of pieces for $8.40 an hour. That's the type of shit that pissed me off. Like back in the day, when you went through the back rooms at Walmart, they used to have the big screen TV set up, and they would have like, um, your statistics on the board. Like this is how many um pieces of merchandise cashiers scan, every year. This is how many pieces unloaders unload every year. You know what I'm saying? Like they had those type of, statistics on the screen. And so when you think about it, you like, damn, they got us in here working this hard for this little pay, but they making this much money. You know what I mean? And it'd be stuff like that that turns victims into suspects. So, for those who might have had the question, yes, victims can turn into suspects. Well, how? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Mistreating the cashier. Let's start with that. Mistreating the cashier, making them stand at the registers for 5 hours at a time, not giving them their breaks when they ask, or always having an attitude with them for some reason. You know what I'm saying? That will cause that cashier who was a victim to now become a suspect, because now they done went ziggity boom. Now they don't care about any of the rules or the policies. They don't care about theft. Now they got all their friends and family coming through their line. They not scanning merchandise. They not checking the bags. You feel what I'm saying? They loading gift cards. You know what I mean? They have now become a suspect because of the retaliation of how they, been treated. This is their way of retaliating against the company. Let's say Cap Team. These niggas, it's getting hot out here. And then inside them trucks, it's a lot hotter in those trucks. And then you got management team coming back there. Nigga, we already low on people to begin with. We ain't got enough people. And the line ain't set. So now we got to spend an extra 15, 30 minutes setting up the damn line, and we low on people. And y'all done brought y'all's asses back here talking about y'all want us to be done with the truck by 6 o'clock. Come on now. And this is on the daily. This is on the daily. This ain't once in a while. This is on the daily. All my Cap team members know. Y'all know what's happening. We always looking for people to come help throw the truck. We ain't never got enough people to help throw the truck. You got one once in a while. You got one of the managers that actually get their ass on the line and help throw some boxes or help throw the truck. So with that, being pressed, being underpaid as a Cap team member could cause them from being a victim to now being a suspect. Out of retaliation, whoever's throwing that truck is now going to start taking merchandise, high theft merchandise, because they know what's coming on that truck and they know exactly where to look. Now, you got merchandise coming up missing, unaccounted for. You feel what I'm saying? You got to treat your people right, because that's where majority of your shrink is coming from. Inside. How you think the outside world is getting all this good game from on how to hit a lot of these corporations and these companies? This shit ain't online. I mean, it is, but it ain't. Like a lot of this stuff, you would have to know. The only way you would know is if you actually work there or you got the game from somebody who works there. So to be really effective, to have the type of impact that you're going to need to have, you're going to have to start internally first. Then you can work your way outside. Okay, cool. We can keep catching these externals, but if we gonna really hit the game, y'all gonna really be effective. Y'all gonna really hit the workplace the way it need to be hit, the way it should be hit. Y'all gonna have to get at these internals, and I'm talking about everybody from the bottom to the top. Everybody catch the smoke. Management too. Don't let management put fear in your heart. Don't let management get the talking in your ear. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how they can help you do this and do that, and you know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. We coming to change the game. We coming to change the environment. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. We coming to handle business. We ain't there to make no friends. We coming to hit the game. Systematically, we coming to rattle everything. You know what I'm saying? Um, but understand with these internals, listen and observe, and they gonna lead you to where you need to be, where you need to be watching, who you need to be watching. You know what I'm saying? Um, the more we start digging into these internals, we start deterring some of this bad behavior. We start holding these internals accountable the way that they need to be held accountable. Okay, cool. We can catch these internals that are stealing from the company all day, every day. But now let's think outside the box. Let's start tackling some of these internals who are victims. Let's start targeting some of these victims who are suspects outside of just shoplifting, but who are also bullies in the workplace. Yeah, because we know who the bullies are, and sometimes you think it's fun. Sometimes you think it's fun and games until the one who is being bullied comes back and they retaliate and they come and shoot everybody in that motherfucker. You feel me? And that's just being real raw with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this is in the history books. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing that ain't already been done. You feel what I'm saying? Our job is to prevent things from happening. You know what I'm saying? So when you think prevention and you start thinking about safety and you start thinking about how you're going to attack the workplace to create a better environment for everybody involved on the customer side and the associate side. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. So all my APAs out there, all my associates out there, it is everybody's responsibility to attack these internals. Now it's solely our job to make it happen, but it's everybody's job to create, you know what I mean, a safe and healthy work environment, because those are the environments that I come from. You know what I'm saying? Before I get out of here, those are the environments that I came from where associates helped each other. You know what I'm saying? If one associate couldn't make it the next 2 weeks, guess what? They was giving them a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I ain't worried about you paying me back. Just give me back when you can. This is for you for the next 2 weeks. I seen it happen. Single mothers helping each other out. I seen brothers helping each other out. Hey man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Don't even trip. Let's just get the work done. You feel me? I come from those type of work environments where it felt like family, where everybody had each other's back, where you knew when your boy was coming in for the day, y'all was gonna get shit done. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be done in 2 hours. If I got so and so on my team today, oh yeah, this ain't gonna be nothing. Nothing at all. Easy peasy. I came from work environments. For all my old heads, all my vets that work at Walmart, I know y'all remember this. Back in the day when they had fruits and donuts in the break room. What? Every Friday. Every Friday. Now, I must add, they didn't get a cap team shit. We never got nothing. The first and third shift got fruits and donuts. Second shift, we didn't get motherfucking thing. We got scraps. We had to come and take what we wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's cool because we're gonna take the scraps from first shift. And when y'all prepare the fruits and the donuts for the third shift, we're gonna take our break at 10 and we'll be in there. Period. And overnight, they used to get mad at us for going in there. We don't care. We ain't get nothing. We ain't get nothing. And y'all want us to have all y'all stuff ready by 10? And y'all want to catch an attitude with us? All right, bet. Bet. Y'all about to work on overstock today. Y'all ain't getting, man, please. I'm getting mad all over again. You feel me? That's just, look, it is what it is. But those are the type of environments I come from, man. So let's attack the workplace. You know what I'm saying? Remember what I said. Internals can be suspects or victims. You know what I'm saying? So when you walk walk the floor with that type of mindset. You understand what I'm saying? So to all my APAs out there, happy hunting. To the family, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. It's your boy Eagle Eye Miller. Till next time, raw and unscripted.